Alright, so in the next 3 days, I will be shooting 4 months worth of YouTube content. Might take a little bit more than 3 days because at the moment I am 35 weeks pregnant. But we're gonna try and get as much done as possible so that once the baby gets here, I don't have to work for roughly 3-4 months. So let me take you along. Hi there and welcome back to this channel. If you're new here, my name is Yoke. I am the founder of Unbound Creative Agency, where we help realtors launch and scale on YouTube so that you can finally start attracting your ideal client instead of having to chase them. Before we get started, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you can stay up to date on future videos. We release videos every Tuesday and Thursday, and it's all about YouTube for realtors. So let's get started. Today's topic is one of my favorite topics. It's how to create a lot of content in not a lot of time, aka batch creation, especially if you're busy, which most realtors are, running your business. You don't have time to shoot videos on the daily or every week. So this is something that you can implement in your content creation strategy. It's something that I have always done. I prefer to shoot everything at once than having to whip the camera out on the go. So first off, sort of what is batch creation? I sort of already revealed it. It's when you schedule 1 day a month or 1 day per trimester to shoot all of your content. You can do it for YouTube, which is what we'll be discussing today. But for example, we also do it for our social media, where from the YouTube videos that I shoot, the team will then create all the social content for 4 months in a matter of a couple of days. And then we just schedule it out. We can forget about it. And then in 3 months, we'll have a new brainstorm and we'll shoot more content. It saves us a lot of time. Especially when you're just starting on YouTube, you'll realize that a lot of the time that you waste is actually the getting ready part. So you'll spend a lot of time on getting ready to shoot videos. Now imagine that you have to get ready again every single week or every other week. Those are like a couple of hours every week or every other week wasted on procrastination. So instead, I prefer to put it all together in 1 day. So that's the first tip for shooting a lot of content in not a lot of time, would be to just block one afternoon or 1 day a month or trimester in your calendar to just shoot content. This means no open houses, no cold calling, no talking to clients during that day. This is laser focused on I'm going to create all my content during that one time slot that I have allotted to create content. So that's the first thing. The second thing is that it does take some planning, some strategizing, some research beforehand. There's a little bit less spontaneity in the content that we create because we plan it in advance. That being said, I'm not a big fan, especially for YouTube. Please do not just create content for the sake of creating content. What I mean with that is don't just shoot videos on topics that you think might work without doing the research. So what we do is we use TubeBuddy, Keywords Everywhere, and vidIQ, combination of the three, to figure out what topics are relevant, what topics realtors are looking for on YouTube. We take a look at other channels that are geared towards realtors to see what videos are doing well compared to others. And then based on that research, we'll decide what exact titles we're going to give the video, and so what topics we're going to be talking about. And we do all of that before we even start shooting, because we want to make sure that if we spend time creating content, that people are actually going to be watching that content. So first tip was pick 1 day, 1 afternoon, really block it in your calendar. And the second thing to do is research. Do not shoot content just for the sake of shooting content. Make sure that it is data backed, that you know when I spend time shooting this topic, shooting this title, people are going to actually watch it, because there's nothing worse than spending 1, 2, 3 days creating all this content only to then realize no one's searching for it, no one is interested in it. So that's the first 2 tips. Once you've done that, I would say outline your videos. So I'm not a big fan of fully scripting videos, but you do sort of have to know the outline. What are the main points that you're going to be talking about, and maybe some sub points. This will help you while shooting so that you can stay on track and it's not all over the place. And then you're ready to start shooting your videos. So the first thing that you're going to do is shoot all your A-roll. Now, A-roll is the talking head portion of the video. So it is me sitting in front of a camera talking to you. It could be the interview. That is your main piece of video. It's anything that tells the main story of your video, the main information that you want to get across. That is your A-roll. So for me, that's always talking head. So what I would do then is I sit down, I shoot a video, talking head portion. Yes. Then I change my outfit. So I changed my shirt only because you can't see my legs and I'm pregnant, so I'm wearing pregnancy leggings. But I changed my top, and then I sit down again and I shoot the video for the Thursday of that week or for the next week with the different outfit. And then it's rinse and repeat. So I've done 1, 2 videos, then I change my outfit again, do the 3rd video, change it again. And then after maybe the 5th or the 6th, I'll wear the same shirt again as I was wearing in the first video. It will make your YouTube channel look a little bit more natural, a little bit more spontaneous. I'm not necessarily hiding that I batch create because I'm very open and honest about it. I'm creating this video on it. We advise it to all our clients. So for me now, like, it wouldn't necessarily be a bad thing to just wear this top in all the videos. It's just that it looks more natural on YouTube, because if someone happens to find my YouTube channel with a video that doesn't talk about batch creation, and then they go and look at other videos, they're going to be like, why is this woman wearing the same top in every single one of her videos? I don't get it. So I do change it, but it isn't as much anymore as I used to. If I shot 12 videos, I would have 12 different outfits. Whereas now, like, if I have a couple of different tops, like, people will see that, like, I wash my clothes and, like, this is still spontaneous. But so yeah, you shoot your talking head, you change your top or your t-shirt, you shoot the next video, you change it again, etc., rinse and repeat. And you keep doing this until you've shot all your A-roll. And then it's time to move on to the B-roll section of your videos. So your B-roll is basically any type of footage that will give extra coloring to your main storyline. So it is, when I was talking about changing my outfits all the time, in post-production, we will then overlay different clips of me with different tops to show you that, oh, this is what that looks like. It's sort of an extra illustration to what I'm talking about. Is it necessary? No, you can just do talking head and that's it, and have some graphics on the screen and that's it. It will keep people entertained for longer though, and it is important for your YouTube ranking to keep people on your videos and on your channel as long as possible. So we do advise that you use B-roll for your videos. There are multiple ways that you can do this. You can use B-roll from free stock footage sites. You can shoot it yourself. You can hire a professional to shoot it. You can reach out to other YouTube channels and ask them, hey, could I use your stuff for free if I mention you in the description? But basically what you're gonna do is that you're gonna think, okay, in this video, what are the main topics that I've spoken about? And what extra footage can I shoot to illustrate that point? So for example, we have a video on shooting B-roll, so I'll make sure that that's linked somewhere up here. But for example, in that video, I talk about the kind of equipment that you need. And although that I show it on the screen, like here, for example, this is a GoPro suction cup that I told people, like, this is handy, like this can come in handy if you want to shoot B-roll, because you can just stick it somewhere, attach a GoPro, and then you can shoot. Although I'm showing it on camera, I also made sure that I had extra B-roll footage to overlay in post-production to illustrate that point even more. So think about what you've just discussed. If you're talking about a specific neighborhood or area, make sure that you have B-roll for that area. If you are talking about the fact that people can go to your website and that they can book a call through the website, make sure that you have, for example, a screen share of the website on top of you talking. And that way, like, you can keep people entertained a bit longer. So, but that's something that I don't concern myself with until all my A-roll is done. So for example, today I will shoot A-roll for 10 to 12 YouTube videos, and then later in the afternoon I will take a look at all of those titles and think about, okay, what is the different type of B-roll that I need for all of that, and then I will also batch create that B-roll. Again, we have a video on how to shoot B-roll, how to batch create that, and it will be linked somewhere up here. Then another really important thing with batch creation is systems. If you want efficient content creation, you need systems in place. This can either be you yourself running the systems. It can be you hire a freelancer to do it for you. It can be that you sign up with an agency like ours that does everything for you. The production side of creating videos isn't necessarily the most time consuming. It's the post-production, the editing, the creating a thumbnail, the uploading it to YouTube and making sure it's optimized for SEO. Those are things that are time consuming. And I always say, like, if you have to do something more than once in your business, make sure you have a process and a system in place to do it for you. You're not a video editor. Even though, yes, at the start you could do it yourself, you're not a video editor. You're also not a graphic designer. You're not an SEO specialist. These are all skills that you could acquire to do it yourself, and it will be cheaper. But is that really your main thing? Is that really your core business activity that you should be spending time on? I don't think so. So that's why you would need systems in place, so that as soon as you've shot all of your A-roll and B-roll, you can simply upload it and have other people take care of it. That's what we do at Unbound. If you want to know more about that, there will be a link in the description below where you can book a free call with our business development manager, and he will walk you through our 6-month agency program, where basically you get coaching and we will help you launch, grow, and scale your YouTube channel from getting started to, if you already have an existing one, making sure that it grows and that you can actually attract leads and that you can focus on what is important in your business. So this is a short walkthrough of how I create a bunch of content in a short amount of time and how you can do the same. If this was interesting to you, as always, make sure you share it with someone else who could use this information. Make sure you've hit subscribe and the notification bell, and then I will see you next time.